Hi, I'm Nikki Mitchell. I'm the Hospitality Director at Highland Brewing. Leading into the spring, Highland Brewing was poised for a huge 2020. We had over 200 private events on the calendar and a fully staffed hospitality team. Our traditional hospitality team was made up of bar staff, merchantor folks, and front of house team members. And then we also had a separate department that was staffed for our private event coordinators. As we transitioned into March and realized that we were going to have to pivot our business model, it became crucial that we blend those two teams and utilize the skills that each of those departments really bring to the table. We had to think through reopening our tap room and our public spaces like you might a festival, with wayfinding components, special logistics with the guest experience in mind, as well as safety for our team and our guests. We were also maneuvering so many new ideas, different protocols that we'd never really considered. Before COVID, our tap room was more free form. People were able to stand, enjoy camaraderie, mingle through the space, enjoying their craft beer and their food. But then, with the restaurant guidance in place, we really had to rethink that model. People were only allowed to eat and drink while seated. They were asked to come in one way and then out another. They were asked to behave a little bit differently than they might expect in a brewery environment. It was important to have great signage, clear direction, and also new staff roles to help lead people through our new safety protocols. As part of our reopening, we determined we needed some new team members. Hosts, for example. We've never had hosts before, but they became the most crucial frontline, front of house team members that we have on staff today. They have to greet guests warmly with the face covering, something they are not used to working with, and invite people from all over the region to come and enjoy our tap room. Many folks aren't prepared for the mass conversation, but we try to handle it in a professional, friendly way. In addition to the host role, we also developed a sanitation role. The Sani Captain, as we love to call them, their sole job is to go from one end of the property to the other, sanitizing and cleaning all high-touch surfaces, elevator buttons, door handles, bathroom handles, the bar top, in addition to bussing tables. It's one of the busiest roles that we have. In addition to creating new staff roles, we also had to elevate our services on site. We installed brand new hand wash sinks at the exterior of many of our locations. This gave the guest opportunity to wash their hands while not waiting in line in a bathroom. We also have sanitation stations throughout the property and around all high-touch surfaces near entries and exits. At all of our bar areas, we've added plexiglass shields. So in addition to the mask that our team wears, they will work from behind a shield, which makes listening and conversing with guests a little bit more challenging than we had expected. It became apparent that a touchless POS system would be required to really maintain safety protocol on site. So we upgraded our point of sale software, we use iPads, and offer a touchless experience to the guests. We are credit card transactions only at this time and do not take cash. We also had to reimagine our venues. Our vast outdoor space called the Meadow has always been family friendly in addition to our indoor tap room. We made the tough choice to open our tap room first and made it all 21 and up. We decided to open our Meadow just a little bit later to give our team some time to get safety protocol under their belt. When we opened the Meadow, we allowed families to come back, which had its own set of challenges. Kids naturally don't want to social distance, they're outside during the summer, and they're used to playing in groups. We created some table seating in addition to the concept of seating circles, where guests were given a socially distant ring, imagine a hula hoop, where they could freely sit and take their mask off within that seating circle. Anywhere else on property, we do require that masks or face coverings are worn by all of our guests. From Highland's perspective, I think the biggest asset that we had leading into COVID was having such a diverse skill set on our staff. We actually combined the private events team and our traditional hospitality team to make this mega hospitality team, if you will, with so many advantages that became apparent as we reopened. It was really the brainstorming, the conversations, all the ideas being generated by so many wonderful people. That was what allowed Highland to reopen in such a successful way. And if I were giving advice to any brewery in the state about how to reopen successfully, is to listen. Take time, get to know what strains and stresses, as well as opportunities that you have within your own team. Take the time to hear what they say and put action into practice. 2020 has been full of change, and things are evolving every day with new challenges and new opportunities. The key for us at Highland is to have an adaptable team, and I think we've done that really, really well. And we're poised for a successful fall and hopefully an even better 2021.